Hello, my fellow felines. This is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build. But today I have a kind of fun one for you because I am doing a collab with a crap ton of friends of mine, including the one and only HiphipRenee, and now I present to you HiphipHalloween. And this is the collab she's doing, and obviously HiphipHalloween fits her brand perfectly, so that's what this collab is called. And if you can't tell from the photo that's on the screen, I am recreating the murder house from American Horror Story Season 1. And this is an actual house in LA. It is called the Rosenheim Mansion, and it's very old. I don't quite know how old off the top of my head, but I do know that, not included in this video because I didn't have pictures of it, but in, I believe, like 1954, they added a chapel extension to the back of the house. So in real life, now the house is like bigger in the back, which is crazy to me because this house is already like 5 bedrooms and a bunch of extra rooms also. So you may have noticed I'm not gonna furnish this house. It took me long enough fiddling and trying to figure out the floor plan and trying to just generally get the outside shape of it done because I did have a lot of issues with it. If you're fans of the show or if you look at reference pictures, you'll probably notice that it's definitely not perfect. It's far from it. And there are parts of it that, I'm not gonna lie, are pretty bad in my opinion. And it was really hard for me. There are parts on the actual house that have actual rounded walls. So for that, I just kind of tried to figure out and use like hexagonal walls or whatever you want to call them. And I attempted to figure it out as best I could, but I don't quite know how it worked out. So Renee's idea for this collab was essentially to have a bunch of people make or recreate, I guess I should say, scenes, houses, and or apartments from horror movies or games. I know there are lots of people doing lots of different things. I know someone's doing the apartment from Rosemary's Baby, I believe. I'm doing this from American Horror Story. I'm pretty sure someone is doing something from Dead by Daylight. Just lots of different people doing lots of different things, and it's a really great time. And I'm really excited to be part of this collab, so thank you, Renee, for allowing me to be part of this collab because this house was definitely a big challenge for me, but I really liked looking at the listings because, or a single listing that I found. I'm going to link it in the description down below, by the way. I really enjoyed looking at the listing because seeing how the inside of this house is actually furnished is like wildly different to how it's actually furnished, or how it's furnished in the show. And it's just like a wild difference, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Because in the show it's very traditional and kind of gothic a little bit, uh, but in real life it's almost more modern, which I don't know how I feel about that for this house, because I feel like this house should be kind of more traditional, more gothic, whatever. But obviously, like it's the owner's decision and whatever. But just in my personal preference for this house furnished style would be probably just to have it look more traditional, more gothic, American Gothic, and yeah, I don't know. So you're seeing me struggle with this part a lot right now. It is the windows on the front of the house, and if you're looking at the reference picture, you can see that like this rounded wall is just like full of windows, and it's gorgeous, and the lighting on the inside of that must be gorgeous. But I was struggling so hard to find the right windows because I was debating going back and forth between wanting the right size windows and the right color windows. and the right shape windows, and I found something that is mostly the right shape and size. Color is a little bit off, but it's the best I could do in this circumstance. And also, there are just lots of like little details on the outside of this house that I couldn't get. There are so many like, I don't even know what it would be technically called. Like, it's molding of some sort. Um, that's like around most of the house, and it's gorgeous. But that's one of the things in The Sims that is really incredibly difficult to recreate. And I wish I could have done a better job because I definitely did not do this house justice. Actually, I saw someone else on Twitter recreate it. They posted a picture, and I was like, oh my god, yours is so much better than mine. How did you do that? Because mine is a poor excuse for the Rosenheim mansion, at least in my opinion. So for funsies, I decided to pull up a list of the houses slash places that people are doing. And Renee is doing the Firefly farm from House of a Thousand Corpses. Someone is doing the Baudelaire mansion from Series of Unfortunate Events. Someone's doing a cabin from Evil Dead 2, the lodge from Until Dawn, Nightbolt Street from It, Chillingham Castle, which is from a Ghost Hunters episode, the Deeds house from Beetlejuice, the house from Saw 1 and 2, the ghost ship from Ghost Ship, Midsummer Compound from Midsummer, Camp Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th, someone's doing Hill House from Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, someone is doing Casey's house from Scream, the Clue Mansion from Clue, the apartment building from Alive, the apartment from Rosemary's Baby, the Overlook Hotel from The Shining, and the Witch's Cottage from the Blair Witch Project. So, if that list didn't give you enough information, there are a lot of us that are in this collab with Renee, and it's a group of amazing people. I know a bunch of them personally, and it's all great simmers, and I'm so incredibly excited to see all their builds. Certain ones more than others, because other ones I'm like, wait, what's that from? But I'm very excited and absolutely cannot wait to see what everyone comes up with. So right now in the build, I was trying to find a place for the stairs to fit properly, because I wanted to at least put a floor plan in, because I wasn't furnishing this. Like I said, it's like six bedrooms, and like four bathrooms, and a fully furnished basement, and a study, and a library, and just lots of rooms that I didn't have time to furnish, especially with me starting a new job. Heyo. That's unrelated. But I didn't furnish this house because I was like, that's a lot of furnishing to do, and I don't have the patience for that. So I just did the floor plan. And even the floor plan was hard because, if you've ever tried to recreate a real house in The Sims, you know that proportions don't match like at all. They don't work. Um, and obviously that's just one of the kind of general, more obvious problems with trying to recreate a house in The Sims. But that was probably one of the biggest ones for me. And then, like I said earlier, trying to get all the details on the outside was really frustrating. And like not having the exact thing that I wanted. Like the door, especially the front door. You may have noticed me messing around with one of the Realm of Magic doors, or the Realm of Magic door. I don't know if we got more than one or not. But I was messing around with that, and I wanted to place that, but the real life door had more glass on it. So the real life door is basically a combination of the door I actually used and the door from Realm of Magic. And obviously I can't necessarily combine those two on my own, so I had to go with whichever one I thought worked best. And that's why I went with the one I did. But now we are about to do some landscaping, I believe. I think. Yeah, we're gonna work on the landscaping. I didn't do much because the real house doesn't have that much. Just like some hedges and a little bit of kind of green foliage, but otherwise there wasn't a lot to do, and I am eternally grateful because I definitely didn't want to go all out with landscaping this house because I just feel like that would be horrible, and if I tried to do it, it would be tragic. Though, like I said, this house is already pretty tragic, so it doesn't need more tragedy. And we're going to be fiddling more with the shape of this house as a whole because I definitely got it wrong. So that's what you're about to see now is just lots of fiddling. And that's basically what this build was. So you're lucky you didn't get like 12-13 minutes of just me fiddling because that's definitely, I think, what this should have been. But with that being said, we are going to jump into some screenshots pretty soon. So be sure to check everybody out in the description down below. I'm excited to see their videos. I hope you are as well. And if you want to download this house, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn. So feel free to go ahead and check that out. But I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends, and happy Halloween! I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a paw parent because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.